What does it mean for one of the most celebrated performers of our time to swap dazzling arenas for grueling obstacle courses? How does a young man, adored by millions, adapt to a life of early mornings, muddy boots, and relentless drills? These are the questions the world is asking as BTS's Jungkook, the youngest member of the global sensation, embarks on an unexpected and challenging new chapter in his life. Infantry training. Fans worldwide were stunned when news broke that Jungkook had been assigned to one of the military's most demanding divisions. Known for his incredible stamina and determination as a performer, few could have imagined him trading his stage presence for the rigorous tests of infantry training. This revelation sparked a whirlwind of emotions among his fans, with curiosity and admiration fueling discussions across social media. What exactly does this new role entail, and how is Jungkook adjusting to such a transformative experience? The announcement came as a surprise even to those closely following Jungkook's military journey. South Korea's mandatory military service, while a rite of passage for all able-bodied men, often sees public figures assigned to roles that are less physically taxing or more ceremonial. Yet, in a move that defied expectations, Jungkook was placed in infantry training, a position reserved for those prepared to face some of the most challenging aspects of military service. The atmosphere during the assignment briefing at Jungkook's training camp was tense. Recruits waited eagerly to learn their fates, each bracing for the responsibilities that lay ahead. When Jungkook's name was called alongside the words infantry training, the room fell silent. His peers exchanged glances, some surprised, others impressed. How would someone who once dominated global music charts fare in a role that demanded unyielding physical endurance and mental fortitude? For Jungkook, the initial shock was evident. Those who witnessed the moment described a fleeting but telling expression of disbelief on his face. But just as quickly, his expression shifted to one of quiet resolve, a look that spoke volumes about his character and willingness to embrace challenges head-on. Infantry training is not for the faint-hearted. Soldiers in this division are tasked with preparing for combat scenarios, enduring grueling physical exercises, and developing a mastery of tactical maneuvers. Days begin before dawn, often with long marches carrying heavy packs, and end late at night after intense drills. Sleep is scarce, and every aspect of the training is designed to push recruits to their limits. Jungkook's assignment to this demanding role immediately raised questions. Would his background as a performer give him an edge, or would the stark realities of military life prove too much? Early reports from his training camp suggest that Jungkook is approaching his new role with the same determination and work ethic that have defined his career. While some recruits initially doubted whether he could handle the physical demands, Jungkook quickly silenced any skeptics. From the outset, Jungkook demonstrated a commitment to proving himself. His trainers noted his willingness to embrace every task, no matter how difficult or unfamiliar. During one particularly grueling endurance drill, which required recruits to navigate a muddy obstacle course under time pressure, Jungkook reportedly excelled, completing the course with a focus and energy that inspired his peers. "He doesn't act like a celebrity here," said one of his fellow recruits. "He works as hard as anyone else, maybe even harder. It's like he's trying to prove something, not to us but to himself." This sentiment was echoed by Sergeant Lee, one of the officers overseeing Jungkook's training. "He's got a natural resilience. When things get tough, he digs deep. That's a quality we value in the infantry." Jungkook's background as a performer, where discipline and physical stamina are essential, has undoubtedly contributed to his success. Years of intense dance rehearsals, world tours, and demanding schedules have prepared him for the rigors of military training in ways that many wouldn't expect. While Jungkook entered infantry training as just another recruit, his actions quickly set him apart. Despite his global fame, he has shown an ability to connect with his peers in a way that fosters teamwork and camaraderie. During a challenging group exercise, where recruits were tasked with building a makeshift shelter under adverse weather conditions, Jungkook's leadership skills came to the forefront. Observers noted how he encouraged his team, offering practical suggestions and keeping morale high even as exhaustion set in. "He's not the loudest guy in the room," said Private Kim, a fellow trainee. "But when he speaks, people listen. There's something about the way he carries himself. It's calm but also commanding." These qualities have not gone unnoticed by his commanding officers. Lieutenant Colonel Park, who oversees Jungkook's division, described him as an emerging leader with the potential to excel in the infantry. For all his outward composure, Jungkook's journey through infantry training has not been without its emotional challenges. The transition from a life of global fame to the anonymity of military service has been both humbling and transformative. Fellow recruits have shared stories of quiet moments when Jungkook's emotions seem to surface. Late at night, after a long day of training, he has been seen writing letters by the dim light of his bunk. While the contents of these letters remain private, those close to him suggest they reflect his thoughts on his new reality and his longing for the life he temporarily left behind. He misses his family, his friends, and his BTS brothers. That's normal, said a source within the camp. But he channels those feelings into his training. It's like he's using this experience to grow, not just as a soldier, but as a person. News of Jungkook's assignment to infantry training has sparked a wave of reactions from fans around the world. On social media, the BTS Army has expressed a mix of concern, admiration, and pride. Jungkook never does anything halfway. One fan wrote on Twitter, "If he's taking on this challenge, we know he'll give it his all. We're so proud of him." Others have praised his humility and courage. It's not easy for someone of his stature to embrace such a demanding role, another fan commented. But that's what makes him so inspiring. He doesn't shy away from challenges. As Jungkook continues his journey in infantry training, his story is one of transformation and resilience. From the stages of sold-out arenas to the demanding routines of military life, he is proving that true strength lies in the ability to adapt and persevere. For his peers and commanding officers, Jungkook has become a symbol of dedication and teamwork. For his fans, he remains an inspiration, showing that even in the face of unexpected challenges, it's possible to rise above and thrive. This new chapter in Jungkook's life is far from over, and the world will undoubtedly be watching as he continues to navigate the trials and triumphs of infantry training. One thing is certain: Jungkook's journey is a testament to the power of determination, humility, and the willingness to embrace the unknown. Jungkook's commitment to adapting and excelling in this unfamiliar environment continues to capture the attention of those around him and beyond. His ability to inspire others, even in the most challenging situations, speaks volumes about his inner strength and determination. Infantry training demands not only physical endurance but also a profound mental shift. Soldiers are taught to think tactically, act decisively under pressure, and develop a sense of unity with their team that transcends individual ambitions. For Jungkook, whose life before enlistment revolved around individual performance excellence and global recognition, this new mindset required significant adjustment. One of his trainers, Master Sergeant Han, reflected on this transition. "At first, I wondered how someone like Jungkook, used to the limelight, would handle the grind of infantry life. But he surprised me. He doesn't just follow orders, he absorbs them. He's learning to think like a soldier, to anticipate what's needed before being told. That's not something we see often, even in seasoned recruits." Jungkook's adaptability has also been evident in his approach to teamwork. Known for his ability to connect with others in BTS, he has seamlessly carried that trait into the barracks. His platoon members often speak of his natural ability to foster unity. Whether it's by sharing his rations with a struggling peer or cracking a well-timed joke to lighten the mood, Jungkook has quickly become an integral part of his unit.